Pantera. What can you say about Pantera? Hey, your review family, keep it time. My name is J Morris, Review Guy, and I'm back again to bring you another video. Welcome back to my series, Throwback Tuesday. On this series, I review albums that were released 3 months ago or further back in this segment. Oh, and what a convenient series when you like Pantera. Pantera was a groove metal and a thrash metal band formed in Arlington, Texas in 1981. Kinda had some glam metal roots, and they had a stellar discography. They feature one of the most renowned guitarists of all time, Dimebag Darrell, rest in peace. They feature one of the most polarizing in terms of controversy, but one of the best heavy metal vocalists to ever be, that being Phil Anselmo. Their 1990s discography is pitch perfect when you have albums like Cowboys from Hell, Vulgar Display of Power, Far Beyond Driven, The Great Southern Treadkill. But which one are we focusing on today? We are going to be focusing on Vulgar Display of Power by Pantera. This was released in 1992, and it is not their highest charting album. That would be Far Beyond Driven, but in my opinion, Vulgar Display of Power is the album that you need to go to if someone says, "Yo, have you ever heard of Pantera?" And you're just like, "No, what do they sound like?" Show them this album. This album features some of Dimebag Darrell's absolutely crunchiest riffs and some of his most down-tuned, earwormy, passionate guitar riffs. Rex Brown is a madman on the bass on this album. Vinnie Paul is a complete insane person when it comes to the percussion. The percussion is amazing and so pounding, so driving on this album. And Phil Anselmo's screams are throaty, they are shreddy, they are absolutely rage-filled. Heavy metal bands like anger, they like violence, they like rage, but on this album, and in Pantera's discography in general, to be honest, but this album, it just feels genuine with that rage. It feels like it's being written from a place of genuine anger, genuine rage, and just genuine disdain with people and bad people and dumb people and just mean people, and it just seems so natural with that rage, and I don't think that lays on the shoulder of one particular person. I think that lays on the shoulder of the entire band for being such a tight product with everyone applying so much passion to what they're trying to do. From Phil Anselmo's just absolutely berserker type of vocal style to Dimebag Darrell's down-tuned low, mid-tempo, and sometimes high-tempo, fast-tempo, thrashy and groove metal riffs that are super memorable, super iconic. You have the amazing percussion and bass on this album that drive the two things that I just mentioned, the percussion just matching up perfectly with the instrumentation that's being played, and the bass being completely prominent, the bass being amazingly technical, but not too technical. It's easy to follow, but for the time, if you go back and listen to this, I guarantee you there are bands today that are copying Pantera or are heavily influenced by Pantera that you are going to be like, wow, I've heard a lot of stuff like this now. And when I was saying that rage, I wasn't joking around. I mean, the first track, Mouth for War, is such a good indication. I mean, you just use it for what it's for. These drums just locking in gunshot style with these thrashy, groovy, down, mid-tempo riffs that explode near the ending of the song into faster, thrashy stuff. Dimebag Darrell doing great on this track, and Phil Anselmo just ripping his vocal cords to shreds, just so passionate over this instrumental. It is absolutely amazing as a starter to the album. A new level and walk built on that with some down, just low, such sludgy, hazy, anger-filled riffing that you can just hear the instruments speaking. It doesn't sound like people just playing their instruments. It genuinely feels like they are giving their all to these instrumentals. I mean, take Walk, for example. It is such a rage-filled song, and if you were just saying these lyrics in a normal singing voice, if you were just playing normal heavy metal, I don't think it would come across as good as when you're getting this dun 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 dun, and you're just getting Phil Anselmo in the chorus, just respect. This is essential listening for any heavy metal fan, and I am not going to comment on the controversy that surrounded this band, specifically Phil Anselmo, because I'm a reviewer that talks about the music, and Pantera is such a household name for any metal fan that if you're watching this, you probably have heard about them. I ask, have you heard of Pantera? feel free to post in the comment section below if you haven't. They are so famous for a reason. They have a stellar discography, and I would really love to do some more Throwback Tuesday reviews of their albums, and if you would like me to, please feel free to let me know. But I think the strong suit for this album comes off with how passionate all the band members are playing. It doesn't feel like anyone's lingering behind. It doesn't feel like the bass is being drowned out by the mix, or the percussion's lacking at any time, or some of the riffing is status quo, or some of the vocals could be better or off pitch. No, this all comes together to create such an amazing product as a band, and their 90s discography is their best discography, and Vulgar Display of Power is my favorite Pantera album for a reason. And these lyrics have held up over time. Some of them feel like social commentary that really makes sense today, and I really wish more people were saying today. You have that kind of southern draw of Phil Anselmo's voice with how he's growling and screaming over these instrumentals. It's an amazing album. What do I say? How do you rank an album like this? How do I give it a 10 out of 10? I mean, it's obviously a 10 out of 10, but I think it's above a 10 out of 10. I'm going to give it a Pantera out of 10. That is the ranking. This album gets a Pantera out of 10. Have you listened to this album? You probably should have. If you haven't, go listen to it and come back, give me your thoughts. If you have, let me know what you think of this album. Like, comment, subscribe, it helps me out a lot, and smash that notification bell to be notified of my future uploads. And I will talk to you guys next time. But until then, my name is Jay Morris, the Review Guy, and I'm signing off saying farewell.